What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Well, in today's video, I will show you the top 10 anime with strong male lead starting as weak. And if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It would be a great help. And don't forget to join my Discord server and support on Patreon. Links in the description. Anyway, let's start the list.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
10. Burning-Eyed Shanna. The world has become a slaughtering ground for the Crimson Denizens, mystery beings from a parallel universe who thrive on the life energy of humans. These merciless murderers only leave behind scant remainders of souls called torches, which are mere residue that will eventually be destroyed, along with the very fact of the victims exist from the minds of the living. In an ambitious endeavor to put an end to this invisible, hungry massacre, warriors called Flame Hazy relentlessly fight these monsters. One fateful day, Yuji Saki ceases to be a regular high schooler. He becomes trapped in a crevice of time and is suddenly attacked by a denizen. Coming to his rescue, just in the nick of time, is a nameless hunter who seems no different from any ordinary young girl except for her blazing eyes and burning crimson hair. However, before Yuji can learn anything about his situation, he discovers that he has already been reduced to a torch, merely a scrap of memory waiting to be extinguished. 9. Barrier Master Yoshimura Sumimura comes from a long line of Kakeshi, individuals who have supernatural abilities and are able to destroy evil creatures called Ayakashi that venture into the human realm from time to time. The Ayakashi are demons that look to feast on the power emanating from the land of Karasumore, which also happens to be where Yoshimura's high school is located. Now, Yoshimura must fight to protect his beloved school and hometown. Although, if it were up to him, he would rather be baking cakes than fighting off the ugly characters that show up at night. Thankfully, Yoshimura isn't the only one helping to keep the baddies at bay. His high school friend and neighbor, Takin Yokimura, joins him in his righteous battle. Despite the fact that they are from rival clans, these two make a fantastic team, and teamwork is something vital to fighting the evil that is closing in. As the Akashi attacks in waves, looking to claim the land as their own, and a shadowy organization looks on, ready to pounce when the time is right. So I can't play H. Never make a deal with the wet goddess you've only just met. That's a lesson Ryosuke Kaga learns the hard way when he foolishly agrees to let Lasara Restole use some of his essence to stay in the world. Because despite her smoking hot appearance, Lasara's actually a Shinigami, a goddess of death. However, she doesn't steal years off his life like any decent Shinigami would do. Oh no, instead she sucks him dry of something much more perverse by leeching off his lecherous spirit and draining his ability to enjoy the things that teenage boys normally spend their time thinking about. And now that he's been de-debased and de-debauched by her undirty trick, the poor regenerated degenerate's only hope of getting his licentiousness renewed is to join the Queen of Mental Clean on her quest, since when she leaves our mortal plane, he regains his normal immortality. But the termination of his probation of his reprobation isn't guaranteed, because Goddess of Death can be really harsh mistress, and it's going to be anything but easy to go back to being sleazy. Seven. Ben 2. April 6, 2011. That was the day that 15-year-old Yu Sato was knocked unconscious while reaching for a half-priced bento, a prepackaged meal sold at the supermarket. By the time he woke up, on the ground, all the bento boxes were gone. He left the supermarket hungry and in pain, only for the same thing to happen the next day. You soon learn that, in the world of Ben 2, discounted bentos are sacred and highly sought after, and in order to get one, you need to fight your way to the top. These bento brawls are fought by experienced fighters known as wolves, who leave the inexperienced and weak dogs like him lying on the ground in defeat. In a world where the weak are left hungry and only the strong can dine, you must train under the guidance of the silver-haired Ice Queen, Sen Yorozi, to become a bento-eating wolf himself. Gurren Lagann. Simon and Kamina were born and raised in a deep underground village, hidden from the fabled surface. Kamina is a free-spirited loose cannon bent on making a name for himself, while Simon is a timid young boy with no real aspirations. One day, while excavating the earth, Simon stumbles upon a mysterious object that turns out to be the ignition key to an ancient artifact of war, which the duo dubs Lagann. Using their new weapon, Simon and Kamina fend off a surprise attack from the surface with the help of Yoko Litton, a hot-blooded redhead wielding a massive gun who wanders the world above. In the aftermath of the battle, the sky is now in plain view, prompting Simon and Kamina to set off on a journey alongside Yoko to explore the wastelands of the surface. Soon they join the fight against the Beastmen, humanoid creatures that terrorize the remnant of humanity in powerful robots called gunmen. Although they face some challenges and setbacks, the trio bravely fights these new enemies alongside other survivors to reclaim the surface, while slowly unraveling a galaxy-sized mystery. 5. Fighting Spirit. Makunachi Ippo has been bullied his entire life, consistently running errands and being beaten up by his classmates. Ippo has always dreamed of changing himself, but never has the passion to act upon it. One day, in the midst of yet another bullying, Ippo is saved by Takamura Mamoru, who happens to be a boxer. Ippo faints from his injuries and is brought to the Kamigawa boxing gym to recover. As he regains consciousness, he is awed and amazed at his new surroundings in the gym. Though lacks confidence to attempt anything, Takamura places a photo of Ippo's classmate on a punching bag and forces him to punch it. It is only then that Ippo feels something stir inside him and eventually asks Takamura to train him in boxing. Thinking that Ippo does not have what it takes, Takamura gives him a task deemed impossible and gives him a 1-week time limit. With a sudden desire to get stronger for himself and his hard-working mother, Ippo trains relentlessly to accomplish the task within the time limit. Thus, Ippo's journey to the top of the boxing world begins. 4. Tsubasa Chronicle. During an excavation at the mysterious ruins in Cloud Country, Seiran discovers his childhood friend Princess Sakura appeal on the site with wings that disperse into many feathers. As the feathers disappear to the different dimensions, so does Sakura's memory. In attempts to save Sakura's life and restore her memory, Seiran travels through to another world to find a solution. There's only one thing left he can do: travel through to different dimensions to collect Sakura's feathers. Helping out with the quest is Kurage, an exiled ninja from Japan country, who wishes to return to this world, the runaway magician. Faye, who desires to jump between each world, never to return to his own, and the white meat bun-shaped creature, Mokana. 3. Kenichi, the mightiest disciple. Weak legs, Kenichi Shirihama would rather spend his time reading self-improvement books than fighting. However, when he finally works up the courage to become strong and join his school's karate club, he is coerced into fighting a bullying upperclassman who is intent on getting him kicked out of the club. He is about to give it all up until he falls for his mysterious new classmate, Miyu Furinji. In order to face this challenge, he undergoes rigorous training at the dojo she lives at, Ryo Zanpanku. Some initial training by the masters there allow him to defeat his upperclassmen. However, his fighting prowess brings him to the attention of the powerful gang of the delinquents, Ragnarok. Wishing to protect the things he loves and determines to have the strength to face the increasing adversity, He must learn various martial arts from the dojo's resident masters, taking karate, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, and Chinese martial arts, and combining them to create his own fighting style. 2. Parasite the Maxim. All of a sudden, they arrived, parasitic aliens that descended upon Earth and quickly infiltrated humanity by burrowing into the brains of vulnerable targets. These insatiable beings acquired full control of their host and are able to morph into a variety of forms in order to feed an unsuspecting prey. 16-year-old high school student Shinichi Izumi falls victim to one of the parasites, but it fails to take over his brain, ending up in his right hand instead. Unable to relocate, the parasite, now named Migi, has no choice but to rely on Shinichi in order to stay alive. Thus, the pair is forced into an uneasy coexistence and must defend themselves from hostile parasites that hope to eradicate this new threat to their species. One. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Life in the bustling city of Arorio is never dull, especially for Bel Crenel, a naive young man who hopes to become the greatest adventurer in the land. After a chance encounter with the lonely goddess Hestia, his dreams become a little closer to reality. With her support, Bel embarks on a fantastic quest as he ventures deep within the city's monster-filled catacombs, known only as the dungeon. Death lurks around every corner in the cavernous depths of his terrifying labyrinth, and a mysterious power moves amidst the shadows. Even on the surface, survival is a hard-earned privilege. Indeed, nothing is ever certain in a world where gods and humans live and work together, especially when they often struggle to get along. One thing is for sure, though, a myriad of blunders, triumphs, and friendships awaits the dauntlessly optimistic protagonist of his Herculean tale. Well, this was today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and also enter my server in Discord. Link will be in the description of the video. Anyways, see you in the next video.